All right, I think it is time for the post-game report. I got electrolytes in the system. Got some Taco Bell. Also, there was some pizza whenever I got home. Box of pizza. I had a couple slices of cheese pizza, stuffed crust, actually. So I'm in a good state right now to give my post-game report. Still a lot to go over. I mean, a lot of stuff happened in that game. A lot of stuff. But I'm actually going to use my halftime report that never got posted because I didn't have time during halftime, if that makes sense. It just never happened. I got it recorded, had it on my phone, but got distracted, was talking to some people and whatnot. And then halftime was over. Pickett gets in the game, and yeah, the rest is history. So my halftime report was basically this. It was more of the same. Outside of the Boz 59-yard field goal, record setter for Heinz Field. Shout out to Boz. Thank God that we have him as our kicker, someone that we can rely on. Yeah, it was a hell of a kick. I mean, straight through the upright, center cut. It looked like it had a little bit more distance on it, too. Probably could have been good from 60+. But outside of that, it was just more of the same shit. Like, Mitch wasn't bad. Showed flashes. But at the same time, offensive line, we had some weird penalties. Still couldn't move the ball. We needed more. We needed more not only from our offense as a whole, but also Mitch. And then the defense, again, solid. But it was like, bro, the offense isn't helping the defense out. It felt like they were out on the field for too long. And eventually they were giving up some chunk plays and doing things that weren't good. But the defensive line, the pressure was there. We were stopping the run. So I was liking some certain things about the defense. But again, it's just the same story from the first 3 games. Offense, we need more. Defense, you're solid until you're not. And you're tired and giving up these big plays and whatnot. So the halftime move to Pickett was warranted. 100% warranted. I mean, I've been calling for it in a way. It was weird, man. Like, I've been calling for it since week 1. I wanted Pickett to start, but at the same time, I was trying to judge or grade Trubisky just on what Trubisky is doing. You know what I mean? But that's exactly why I feel like we needed Pickett in there, because the judgment or the grade or the rating everyone would give Trubisky is, okay, he's doing solid, he's doing okay, but we need more. He's not losing you the game, but he's not winning you it either. And that's why everyone wanted Pickett. It's like, dude, he could at least do that. But there's an upside. There's a ceiling to him because we drafted him in the first round. And I think we got to see that in the second half. It's no coincidence. As soon as he gets in the game, all this good shit happens. Not only on offense, defense. Now, that could be a stretch right there. But, dude, the energy in the stadium was there. The energy on the offensive side of the ball, the defensive side of the ball, all that was there. We were down 3 points. I think it was 3 points. Was it? It might have been 4. Was it 10-6 or 9-6 after halftime? And then all of a sudden, at some point in the second half, we are up 10 points. We're up. So I guess it was 10-6. We're up 20-10. I don't think it was a coincidence. The only 3 incompletions Pickett threw were the 3 interceptions. The one was the one right at the end of the game. He threw up the Hail Mary. That doesn't count. And I would say, borderline, the other 2 don't count because they hit the receiver's hands. The one to Claypool, you could just consider a punt. Some people are arguing, you should have thrown it more out there. I view it more as like, bro, Claypool had his hand on the ball. He kind of did his whole, falling away from it. I don't know why he's not making a play and being more aggressive to go get it. That's that. The other one to Freiermuth, people were saying, Pickett should have never made the throw. Dude, I don't know. It hit his hands. Catch the ball. Catch the ball. Was it the most wise decision? I guess not. I feel like Freiermuth should still catch the ball. Outside of that, Pickett, a pretty damn good debut. You could feel the energy in the stadium. But again, it goes back to what I was saying in the post-game report. It's a mixed feeling because I feel like we should have gotten out of that stadium with a 2-2 record. No matter who is at quarterback, but especially after we put Pickett in and we go up 10 points. There's no doubt about it. I feel like the defense kind of let us down in the second half. Going back to what Cam Hayward said on his podcast, if he was talking about having a 1-point lead last week against the Browns going into the second half and being disappointed in the defense that they couldn't uphold that lead, I mean, how do you feel in this second half being up 10 points after Pickett gets in the game? And once Pickett got in the game, we were down 3. So it's like, I don't know, man. It's just, like I said, mixed emotions about this one because obviously we got some tough games coming up. And, I mean, Pickett's got to be the guy. He's got to be the guy going forward. Tomlin was saying we'll worry about who's going to be the starter at quarterback next week. But there's no doubt it's got to be Pickett at this point. No doubt. Trying to think, is there anything else? I'm hopeful, man. I'm hopeful. I think Pickett's going to be a big spark to this team. I almost hate using that word spark because it's like such a cliche. It like trivializes things in a way. I think it's just more or less the team's better with Pickett in at quarterback now going forward. I think we will be better. You call it spark, you call it whatever. But I think he's the better quarterback over Mitch. You can feel it in the stadium, the energy, the offense, the defense, him having that swagger, the leadership, whatever the hell you want to call it. It was there. I think everyone could notice it from the first half to the second half. From Mitch being the starter in the first half and then Pickett getting it in the second half. I don't think it takes a rocket scientist to just literally watch the game and feel that. But outside of that, man, yeah, it's this weird feeling. We're 1-3. I'm pissed off about that, but I'm also excited going forward. I'm excited about this so-called gauntlet because I think we have just as good a chance as any team. Now, the defense, it's still good. It's weird. There's holes. There's leaks in it, but I do feel like TJ Watt is going to be back a little bit faster than expected, and hopefully we get Witherspoon back because that's maybe something that people took for granted, that he is still our best cornerback. And, yeah, Zach Wilson carved us up a little bit at moments in that second half. Yeah, we get healthy. We get things going right on offense, defense. Pickett's the starter going forward. We get Pickens the ball more. We saw what Muth was doing, too, outside of that borderline drop. I consider it a drop. I mean, it hit his hands. And, yeah, I think we'll be all right, man. I think we'll be all right. Because as I said, I just think the team will be better going forward. I really do. But that is it. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. That is it for my post-game report. I guess I will have my final recap tomorrow on Big Deke News because I'll rewatch the game tonight or early tomorrow morning and, yeah, have it all cut up for you and clean and, you know, the Big Deke News format tomorrow. But that is it. Stay chilling. Enjoy the rest of the night. Peace.